Good morning. In our last video we told you that if you want to get somewhere in Tunisia, you do your research.
This is our train.
What? No,
This is our train.
freaking me out. You gotta pay attention, otherwise you miss your train. Okay, so we were wrong. We're now rushing to the next train. Luckily there are only 2 trains. But if we hadn't asked, we would have been going in the wrong direction. So here's the right train. Just double check. Okay, this is the right train.
Yo, we nearly got it. Making friends wherever we go.
So you can use that to travel to the heart of the people here is so beautiful. It's just amazing. People are so open and friendly. So what I was trying to say is that in our last video we told you guys that before you go anywhere in Tunisia you should do some research, ask around, ask the locals what's the best way to get there. And today we're not really taking our own advice. We've set off and we're kind of figuring it out as we go. And it's, I guess if you've been following for a while, you'll know that Marek really enjoys a challenge. So here we go. I didn't. So our aim today is to get to a place called Sfax. And while we were on the train, our new friend, Fawaz, shame, he was really trying to convince us to stay in Madia because he was saying like this is what the area he's from, it's his favorite area in Tunisia. He thinks it's really beautiful. And he was trying so hard to get us to stay here, but because we want to get somewhere else tomorrow, we have to get to Sfax today, and we've already got a place booked for tonight, so we might come back here. But if you're planning a trip to Tunisia, consider Madia.
Wow.
Do we need to go through this?
Yeah. It's another one of those ones where they've just taken over the streets, eh? Like, look, here goes a scooter. I can still ride. Look at this. Like, how do they even drive through here? Now the bike's trying to listen.
Oh my goodness!
Isn't that so? So the only way we really think it's possible to get to Sfax is by catching Louage. It's just on the other side of this wall. If we can't find it here, actually, I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to have to spend the night in Madia. This is definitely the Louage.
That's definitely the Louage.
We're just going to kind of walk into the station and say, Sfax, Sfax, Sfax.
This one.
Nice. That was pretty cool. This is walked in, asked, and they pointed us to the correct taxi or collective taxi.
Oh, nice!
So if you're trying to find a Louage, just type in station Louage and Google Maps and it'll take you to a place like this. Brilliant. Nice. Yeah, it's fun. Sfax.
It's a little bit scary. Marek usually handles all the things. I'm trying to do more. But that was good.
You did very well.
Thanks. Okay.
In the back. Oh, sure. That is easy.
Yeah. There's some basics, like finding a garage station. It's kind of good. Whoa!
It's always like chill, 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 and then it just happens. It's like never just graceful. It just goes. It's like nothing. Oh. Welcome to Sfax. It's pretty strange. We don't have any taxi drivers like hassling us to get a lift. Like we're
There
in.
are a bunch of taxis here.
Look how many here. And we don't have one taxi driver. Like that's pretty much a summation of Tunisia for us at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so I would have said that if we tried to do this a week ago and we managed to succeed, it would have been crazy. But because of how much we've learned since being here, you know, although we didn't ask for advice yesterday, we knew what we were doing today. Hey? I would say.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say, yeah. But we did it. Try and separate on these things.
We're just about to arrive at our accommodation, which is like a local youth hostel. Super relieved to be getting there because I'm boiling. I really overdressed for today. But just something to note, the only way we found this hostel was by talking to a local that we got into contact with through couch surfing. So like these kind of hostels aren't just on Hostelworld, Booking.com. Like we literally couldn't find this place anywhere online aside from the guy that put us in touch with this place. So it's really helpful to get in touch with the locals when you're here. If you're trying to do it backpacking and budget friendly, just chat to people when you're here, ask for advice, get in touch with people via couch surfing, etc., etc. But we have arrived. Hello, reservation. We're here for the hostel.
Just walking. Okay. Confidence. Go.
We are tourists. Can we buy 2 tickets? 2 to now. I'm trying to cool down from this thing. They call it a sandwich. And it's full of like this green paste that is hot. It's even hotter than harissa. Okay, so Sfax is very industrial. It's like a big industrial city, so there's not really anything to do here, touristy or see. But there's a really cool place that you can go and visit by ferry. And this ferry literally costs 1 dinar each. I think the trip is going to be like an hour long. So it is currently 3 o'clock. This ferry was supposed to leave at 2:30. There seems to be some drama happening on the other side, lots of shouting. There were some officials, they looked like military officials, and when we got on board, they stopped us because of our camera and they wanted to see our passports, and the guy took pictures of our passports, and like, to be honest, it was quite an unpleasant experience. He wasn't rude or anything, it just it was a bit unsettling. And so I don't know if like what they're checking for, but there's something happening that side. And when I saw the drama, I came to call Marek because he loves that kind of thing, whereas I don't really like it when people fight. So he's that side and he'll give us an update when he comes back.
men being men. You know, it was a group of men. There was too much testosterone. Everybody's trying to get their point across as to who's the right one in that situation. Military people shouting at the civilians, civilians shouting back at the military personnel. Both of them in their minds have got the right answer, and it just erupts and people are pushing and shouting, and it's just men being men, men being dumb. But we're on the way.
Wait, well, that was a long time. Like, that was half an hour. So whatever was happening there was like...
But again, it's a thing of men being men, you know, nobody wants to give up. Everybody wants to have the right answer.
Or be right. Everyone wants to be right.
Everyone wants to be the right person. Men being men.
Crazy. It's just a rush of people. We've made it to the island.
But unfortunately, because it took so long to get here, we don't have much time. Like, the sun's gonna set in half an hour, so we're gonna have to make the most of it.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the big things they have on this tiny little island is fishing. And apparently they use like some really old traditional techniques that are still in practice that they use for fishing here. I would love to see it, see what it looks like, but I think we're gonna have to look up YouTube videos because I think the fishing has finished for the day.
Okay, so we are on the island called Kerken. So there are 6 islands surrounding this entire archipelago, and only 2 of them are inhabited. There's about 14 or 15,000 inhabitants, and these islands actually trace all the way back to Roman times.
And apparently between the 2 islands where people live, there's like a 600-meter long just straight stretch of road that's been around since Roman times, and it's still here. They still use it to get between those 2 islands. Pretty crazy.
So I think the best way to experience this island is to come here in the morning, spend the entire day here, do some fishing, go eat some fish, do some scuba diving, go to the beaches, because apparently they got really nice beaches here, and then just take a ferry back in the evening. But unfortunately, because we traveled so far today, we could only catch this one, and it was late as well.
With all that drama.
With all that drama. So it seems like we're pretty much going to have to take the same ferry that we just came in on, otherwise we'll have to wait till 6 o'clock, and by that time it's already been dark for an hour. And
really, you want to go now?
Okay, so I think we actually have a little bit of time. All these cars in this line are going all the way back there, have to get onto the ferry as well, so we'll use them as a bit of a gauge to see how much time we have left on the island. I wonder how much we can see in this little bit of time. Oh, there's still cars driving around. So there doesn't seem to be a hell of a lot going on here in little old Kerkena. It's like a sleeping little fishing village.
Yeah.
There's not many people around. It's only pretty much cats busy eating on some scrap fish. So I think we're going to try to squeeze back onto the ferry and
I would have hoped to even find a place to trap fish, but literally everything looks closed. It looks very quiet. I think the people that even work here during the day are like on their way on the ferry, like catching the ferry to go back to Sfax. So yeah, I don't think we'll find much.
You need a full day here during the high season, I think. During the low season, there's not much going on.
Yeah. Alright. So let's try to catch the ferry. Go, 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 go.
It's not that desperate.
Isn't it? It is packed. I'm pretty sure that's it. That's it. These are the last people they're letting on.
Yeah.
I think we can officially say we just made it. Yeah. Just enough time to quickly have a look at everything. Sure. That's crazy. crazy.
It's like a big
Now they're saying it's really done, like no more can fit. That's it. Oh no, there's one more. Another one. There we go, it's closing. Tell her to wave to the camera.
Just got another subscriber.
Nice. So we have come back to Sfax. We made it back. We're sitting in a restaurant eating lablebi, some street food.
Oh, and it is very hot.
Yeah. Marek's eaten a whole lot more of his than I have. I have to eat slowly because it's so hot. But we just had a bit of a strange encounter on the ferry itself. So sometimes people come up to you and like introduce themselves and chat or whatever, and like it's a nice interaction. We had a really nice interaction on the train earlier today, but this was different. We both just had a weird feeling about it. It was an old guy that just sort of like attached himself to us and just wanted us to come and have dinner at his house with his family, which sounded like a really nice idea, but then like he was really forceful. Like he wanted
us to stay at his house as well.
He wanted us to stay at his house. And then when we said, okay, we won't do that this time, maybe like next time, he was like, can't we come for coffee with him then? Like he just was really, really, really forceful. And there were just a couple of things about it that we just felt it was off, and so we'd rather be safe than sorry. So we're here, we're eating some lablebi.
It's, can I get you in them? It's always good to listen to your gut.
Yeah.
We've learned that, can I say the hard way? We haven't listened to our gut before in the past, and we've paid the price for that.
Yeah.
So no matter if the people seem really friendly or if the culture's known for being really friendly, just
If there's something off,
if you've got a funny feeling, just rather call it
And we
cut
both
ties.
had a weird feeling. Like there was a point where Marek was like, I feel weird, and I was like, I also do. Like, what's going on here?
And the feeling just got like heavier and heavier and heavier the whole time. So just don't feel bad. Just cut ties. It may work out fine, you know, if you go with the person, but just rather stay on the safe side.
Yeah.
So we had. I wanted to say a whole lot more in this video, but that'll probably have to stay.
In another video, in the next video. But yeah, it was like an hour long thing. This ferry's like an hour, and he latched onto us from the beginning.
The entire time.
So I'm just so relieved that we're out of that situation now. But yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah.
Mostly
really
just
interesting.
traveling.
Yeah.
We just moved around today. We went on a train, then we were on a luage. We went on a luage, we were on a ferry, and then we were on the ferry again. So we're literally just moving all day. But it was a good day.
But tomorrow we're going to the desert. We're going to the Sahara tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Alright. So thank you so much for watching.
And we'll see you in the next one, in the desert.